Today, for the final phase of Foreign Language Acquisition and Learning course, our group will talk about the knowledge we gain in the course and our teaching practice. My name is Andrea Carolina Guzmán Rubio, and my classmates are Carlos Arturo Muñoz Hoyos, Nayeli Vanessa Murcia Peña, and Adriana Lucia Marín Medina. So, first question, what was the most rewarding aspect of your pedagogical practice experience? Carlos, please you answer the question.
Yes, thank you. The most regarding aspect of my pedagogical practice experience was witnessing the growth and progress of the student in their increased confidence in using the language during the virtual classes. Was particularly gratifying the moment when students began to communicate more freely and effectively in English. The challenges of a virtual environments reaffirmed my belief in the importance of creating a supportive and inclusive learning atmosphere. This experience highlighted the significant impact of tailored instructional approach and the integration of current trends in language teaching.
Okay, thank you very much. So, Vanessa, can you respond to the question?
Yes, of course. Okay, from the field journalists developed during of the course, the most rewarding aspect was observing the tangible progress of students in the classroom as they implemented pedagogical strategies that foster meaningful learning. It was especially uh, satisfying to identify how the use of scaffolding in teaching promoted student anatomy autonomy, sorry, by providing initial support that they were then able to overcome on their own. Okay, in addition, direct interaction with the students allow us to appreciate the diversity of learning styles and to adapt strategies to meet their individual needs. Yes, that's all.
Thank you very much. And
Okay.
Adriana,
Thank you. The most rewarding aspect of this experience, my experience, for me was getting experience, a lot of experience, and putting into practice everything I learning during this time. And for me, the most fun part was the all process or the whole process of the lesson planning. I enjoy a lot of this, and I really enjoy it finding tools and structuring each class, and in this uh, is very important for me and for my process like a English teacher. Thank you.
thank you very much. Okay, for me, the best part was watching different teaching methods from different teachers. In the classes I saw how they connect with the theory I studied before. I also noticed it, but while each teacher had strong points, they shared a common problem: students not wanting to participate. Thanks to the course, I learned how students learned and how to make strategies to motivate them, lower their anxiety, and help them to participate. Okay, and
Thank you.
second, thank you. Second question. How did the course content help you understand different ways to support language learning? So, Carlos, please.
The course content provided me with a comprehensive understanding of various strategies and methodologies to support language learning effectively. It equipped me with the knowledge of different instructional techniques, including text-based in learning and the use of authentic materials, which, uh, fostered the mindful engagement among students. Additionally, the emphasizes on observing student and adapting lesson to their individual need, allowing me to create more inclusive lesson plans that cater to diverse learning styles and backgrounds. This understanding was crucial in enhancing my ability to facilitate language learning in a virtual setting where students' engagement can often be challenging. Thank you.
Thank you, Carlos. And Vanessa.
Okay, I think that the virtual format of the course was instrumental in developing competencies related to the use of technological resources and only strategies. Um, Readings of language acquisitions theories uh, combined under no sorry combined with hands-on activities facilitated a deeper understanding of approaches as collaborative learning. Okay, the use of interactive tools and the integrations of authentic cultural contents. This led to an understanding that supporting language learning involves not only transmitting knowledge, uh, but also creating dynamic, dynamic sorry, and inclusive learning environments that promote motivations and active participation of learnings. Thank you.
Adriana.
Thank you. The course content helped me to understand the different ways to support the language learning, like the process and strategies of the each teacher and each class. I can take a little bit about every class. I can take a little bit for me, for my process, for my development like a English teacher, and this helped me with a self as assessment. Since I was able to realize the best way to take advantage of English classes and improve like a student. And I can watch the engagement and the didactic and the pedagogic of each teacher, and I can take this for my futures students and for my development. Thank you.
Thank you, Adriana. Okay. The course let me understand how learning is very important to help students learn better. This course gave me strong ideas about important theories like behaviorism, innovative sociocultural theory, and Krashen and Vygotsky models. I learned that students can learn in many ways, but it is important to use technology and watch the group you're teaching. This helps to adapt the teaching to the one theory or mix of theories, depending on what the group needs. That's all. So, for the third question, yes, how did your understanding of language acquisition theories evolve during the course? Please, Carlos.
Thank you. Throughout the course, my understanding of language acquisition theories involved significantly initially, I had a more traditional view, focusing primarily on behaviorist approach. However, exposure to theories such as Krashen's input hypothesis and Vygotsky's sociocultural theory broadened me perspective. I came to appreciate the importance of providing comprehensive input and fostering social interaction in language learning. The evolution influenced my teaching practice, learning, my implement strategies that encourage collaborative learning and peer interaction in virtual classes. Ultimately, enhance students' language acquisition throughout social engagement.
Thank you, Carlos. Please, Vanessa.
Okay. During the course, my understanding of language acquisition theories evolved significantly. Initial, I had a basic perspective focused on structural and grammatical instruction. However, as I explored theories such as the communicative approach, um, Vygotsky, construct divisions, and Krashen into hypotheses. I understood the importance of centering factors such as social contents, meaningful interactions, and the sum of proximal depot CDP in learning. Um, I I now value more the role of the environment and linguistic mediations in second language acquisition. Thank you.
Thank you, Vanessa. So, please, Adriana.
Thank you. I understand that the language acquisition theories uh, apport so many for me, for my formation, for my development like a English teacher, because I get a lot of experience. Because in each class I can watch and learn a little bit about each teacher, and I improve a lot of my listening, speaking, reading, and writing because um, the practice is a good activity for to take experience um, for to be an English teacher, and I to improve so many my language skills, listening skill, writing skill, and this process is very important for my formation because it's necessary that I improve and learn very good my second language because if I want to be an English teacher, I need to talk and take the language very good.
Thank you, Adriana. So, for me, this course showed me how theories connect with real teaching and help me understand the emotional and learning needs of students. As a future teacher, I know how to plan and use effective teaching strategies based on these theories. Also, new trends like artificial intelligence would help me give updated lessons for my students. This way, I can see what works best for each group and students. Okay, that's all. So, next question. What innovative activity did you find most effective in engage students at the Agora meeting? Please, Carlos.
Thank you. During the Agora meeting, I found that incorporating interactive storytelling was one of the most effective activities for engaging students. This innovating approach allowed students to collaboratively collaboratively create narratives, interacting vocabulary and grammar structures and in a fun and meaningful context. By utilizing virtual tools such as shared documents and breakout rooms, students felt more connected and motivated to contribute. This activity not only facilitates language use in a creative way, but also promoted inclusivity as students could, regardless of their language, proficiency level. The positive feedback from students confirmed the effectiveness of this learning experience.
Thank you, Carlos. Now, Vanessa, please.
Okay. A particularly effective activity was the design of a collaborative workshop based off authentic text and shared reading activities. In this workshop, students worked in groups to analyze a complex text using scaffolding strategies such as a concept mapping, guide discussions, and direct questions. This activity not only improve reading comprehension skills, but also promoted interaction among students and foster a collaborative learning environment that reflected the social cultural contents and principles of the course. Thank you.
And Adriana.
Thank you. I find most effective engagement student. The projects to reinforce learning, such as concept maps, promoted interaction among students, and create collaborative environment for the students can practice their English and share their ideas and their process like English teachers and share more about their experience and uh, contribute a little bit to the pedagogical and didactic environment in pro of the education. Thank you.
Thank you, Adriana. So all the activities in the Agora were interesting, but for me, one stood out. Group talked about students feeling unmotivated and bored. They suggested letting students help plan classes to make activities based on what they like. They used a roulette to pick a topic and another roulette to choose how to teach it. I also liked the tutors activity about augmented reality and artificial intelligence. It was very interesting. So, the last question, what is your evaluation and reflection regarding the products presented at the Agora meeting? Please, Carlos.
Yes, my evaluation and reflection regarding the products present at the Aura meeting, I think that all presentation contribute my knowledge and my foster progress in teaching and learning the same. Web acquisition give good practice strategies of students' progress in acquisition of second language. Thank you.
Thank you, Carlos, very much. And Vanessa.
Okay, the products presented at the Agora meeting were a reflection of the um, engagement and practical application of the concepts learned during the course. The proposals focus on improving reading comprehension from scaffolding and CDP stood out for the creativity and relevance. In addition, um, the social cultural approach made it possible to consider the diverse realities of the students and adapt strategies accordingly. I reflect that this product represents a significant. I reflect that this product represents a significant step towards creating inclusive and effective educational environments, demonstrating how acquisition theories can be tangible applied in pedagogical practice. Thank you.
you very much. Adriana, please.
Okay, my evaluation and reflection about the projects or products at the Agora meeting is I think that they select uh, students that they made a great work and effort and contribute a little bit with the strategies for to improve and learning in all these aspects in pro and for the education and for the teaching and learning because the project was very structured and that's it.
Okay, thank you very much. So for me, watching the different presentation was great experience. I agree with one of the classmates who said there is not perfect way to teach everyone, and maybe never was. It is important to know there are many ways to teach in different contexts. This means we must create flexible strategies to handle each case. We can use different tools and styles to teach. No matter the method, it is important to think about how we teach and enjoy the process. Even though I don't believe in magic, I agree with another classmate. Teachers do amazing things in their classes, and they deserve respect and recognition. So that's all for today. And so thank you very much and have a nice day.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.